music studio. On the beat.
Hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, oh, hey yeah, hey yeah, hey yeah, oh. People are my fuck, hey you're me like I'm a mission, like a bad dramatic. Kono Agila ya wabing, Agila ya wabing, Agila ya wabing, Agila ya wabing. Come on bless, Atiwa, Escorpion, Atiwa, Falseria, Atiwa, La Police, Atiwa. Bineva Caravana, Zakuru Campana, Rayana Montana, Opezu Anagila, Omaliba Kasaidu, Aguinea Makanye Mobian, Ruben Abeso, Capitan, we respect Amando Samilang, Guakumbi Ayen, Watila Lue, Estado Mayor, Estado Mayor, Estado Mayor, Dada Buralo, Hermano Mayor, people of Mofa, Mayor Mio, Nakama Son, Nakabet Damasi, Kono, Agila, Yawabing, Agila, Yawabing, Agila, Yawabing, Agila, Yawabing, come on, bless, Atiwa.
To my beautiful and amazing royals of Africa, Mbolwani, my dear people, this is your queen, Ngningone, second of the name, 17th generation crown queen of the Fangs and of the beautiful and amazing diasporan Africans, also known as the immortals, my people. Welcome back, my dear people, to Nubia, the path to return, the home of the African royals. Now, if you're watching me for the first time, Mbolwani, my name is Ngningone II, and I'm the host here at Nubia, the Path to Return. If you like my vibe, stick around. I promise you, you will learn something. So, my beautiful people, welcome back to Nubia, the Path to Return. What are we talking about today, my beautiful people? Well, my beautiful people, today we are talking about boundaries, okay? Boundaries. I'm going to teach you a thing or two about boundaries and why you should respect people's boundaries. Because some of us are simply untouchable. Okay? Untouchable. What does it mean? It means that messing with some of us, members of mankind, will bear severe consequences. Now, when I say messing with some of us will bear consequences, whether you mess with them physically, mentally, psychologically, spiritually, anyhow you see fit to mess with them, there will always be consequences because no human being is alike. And this transcends race. This doesn't just involve Black people or Africans. It involves people of all races. You never know what a person is made of. Okay, let's dive in.
The most dangerous people you will not want to mess around with them are chosen people. They are gentle. They are lovely people. They are very intelligent, even though they are quiet. They take note of everything happening around them. They have gone through a lot in their lives. They have a soft heart, and you will be tempted all the time to take advantage of them. You will deceive them. You will backstab them. They are being hated by most people because they always stand for the truth. You see these people, no matter whatever you do to them, be careful. You never plan any evil against them. If you plan any evil against them, you are bound to be doomed. You are going to be destroyed because the universe protects them. God protects them. The truth that they say protects them. And if you do anything to hurt them, karma will visit you. The God of universe will visit you, and it's not going to be funny. Be careful when you attack any good person around you. We never know. It is not written on their forehead.
My beautiful people, I'm sure many of you have watched the news and see the case of our son, Prince Carmelo Anthony, in Frisco, Texas. Okay? So that's what we are going to talk about, because we Africans, when something like this happens, yes, sure, we mourn and everything, because I'm sure for both family, whether the Metcalf or the Anthony, they're mourning a child. Pretty much their lives would never be the same. If our son doesn't get the justice he deserves, them too would have lost a son. So when a tragedy happens, yes, we mourn, but we also take the time to teach our people around us, especially us women. As I've always said on this channel, the women are the teachers, okay? The first teacher that child had ever had is 99% of the cases a woman. So we are humanity teachers. So when something like this happens, we are called to teach. And I want to seize this tragic opportunity to teach you guys to come and address the big elephant in our homes and in our community. So we are not going to talk about what the white mothers choose to do with their children. I choose to mind my African people's business. So that's what we are going to talk about today, okay? Some of us, my people, are simply untouchable. What do I mean by that? I mean that touching them will bear consequences, okay? Whether you touch them physically, whether you touch them spiritually, mentally, psychologically, anyhow, any way you see fit to attack them, it cannot go without consequences. Do you know why? Because we are not all the same. Yes, slavery put us all in a boat and chain us all, strip us all naked and try to make all of us the same. No human being on earth is the same.
To whom this may concern, we were not slaves, as our existence has not only been slaves, okay? Some people have ancestors that were enslaved, and some of us just have ancestors that were prisoners of war. If you are getting my drift, the enslavement is mental. Majority of the time, it always has been. The story that they told, it's time that we learned that most of that was a hoax. We know damn well there was not 50 left niggas standing in a damn field just watching one white man walk around and whip their ass all day long. We ain't never been them type of people. We ain't never been that fucking easy. But I will say this, gone are the days that we just sit here and allow history to be told to us and we not go search for history or learn history ourselves. We are in the days where we realize that we were royal. We are royal. The royal bloodlines that they're speaking of are us. Just like they have stolen, taken, and claimed things that are not theirs, they have claimed and stolen and taken that too. The 13 royal bloodlines that you know about are not royal bloodlines. Those are the ones that worked alongside our sellouts. I am not saying that that type of slavery did not exist. What I'm saying is they lied to you about how it went down. I'm just telling you what the royal ancestors told me to tell you. Then they say, why do y'all keep living in the past? Why do y'all keep talking about slavery? Nobody's doing those things. First of all, you lying. Second of all, until y'all stop making movies about us being slaves, until y'all stop treating us as if we were nothing but slaves, until y'all stop putting it in history class for these kids to learn and grow up learning the same shit of how to be a valuable slave and that you were never nothing but a slave. They're not going to teach you about no royal bloodlines that came before this shit because they don't want you to know that you were ever royal. Right? And we know that. Until that shit is not there no more, we're going to continue to talk about it because we are releasing the shackles. We are freeing our bloodlines. We are breaking those generational curses. We are not teaching that to our offspring, period. So that mental enslavement has to be gone.
Many of you that found yourself in the diaspora are descendants of kings and priests and warrior mercenaries. These are covenanted bloodlines that swore oath. Let me tell you back in the days why it was forbidden to touch like the bloodlines of the priesthood, the bloodlines of the kings, and the bloodlines of the mercenaries. And so they had to maintain the highest level of purity for the divine favor to remain on them. Remember, even somewhere in the Bible, Jesus said when that woman touched him, he felt that virtue left his body, because we understand the transfer of energy through touches. That's why certain bloodlines, you couldn't touch them. Even when I see our prince, I call him prince because I know crown royal when I see one. Their aura is divinely cleansed. Where do I go with that? It means some bloodlines are like that. When they tell you, do not touch me, it means don't touch them.
I just wanted to put this right here because I noticed that a lot of people racist people specifically, were saying that Carmelo Anthony must not have had his father in his life, and his father must be a deadbeat, no good person to raise this thug, and that he must be living in the hood and not living good. So I wanted to share these family photos of Carmelo Anthony with his father, his mother, and his siblings, who actually have been together for over 17 years. His family has been together for over 17 years, okay? One mom, all 4 kids, same dad, very middle upper class family. Interesting. Because I think a lot of racist people were saying that he didn't come from a loving family and that his father was probably in prison or a loser and had abandoned him when he was young because of the stereotypes that you guys hear about black people. The black father must not have been in the home. Well, it seems like his father loves him very much, and it seems like he was raised a good young man, whether you guys like it or not. But you know who came from a broken home? The Metcalf boys came from a broken home because their parents aren't together. And I think the question that I would want to know is, I wonder how coming from a home where the parents aren't together, how that would have affected the twins.
You won't catch them being out there, sleeping in every bed. No matter what, you will see them, they only stick to one partner at a time because it's in them to not want to be touched to begin with, much less by many people. It's in their blood, it's in their genetic composition. They don't like to be touched. These are protected bloodlines, okay? And why do I bring it up? Because the issue, the disease of bullying in America transcends race. Transcends race. The white people are not the only one bullying people in America. Our children, born within their walls, have adopted many of their ways. So I'm here to talk about bullying in our homes, in our school, by our people, to our people. And I feel that I can speak about it, although I'm born in Africa. I married one of you. Yes, I know what is it to live with an African American, with a Black American. A lot of you don't respect people's boundaries. A lot of you don't. The same way our Prince Carmelo stabbed Austin for violating his boundary is the same way he could have stabbed one of you.
Y'all are right. There does seem to be a lot of misinformation being spread about the way that Austin Metcalf lost his life at that Texas track meet. So I actually went and dug up the police report that has a whole lot of witness statements that I'm going to share with you now. And I also found what could be a key detail in this case that they tried to remove from the internet. I'll show you that at the end. So here's the actual police report. I'm going to show you all 7 pages before we get into that key detail. Feel free to pause so you can read, and also you can probably pinch and expand to zoom in and out depending on what platform you're on. But pay attention to Carmelo's weight, 130 pounds. That's going to be relevant as we get into that key detail. But for the rest of page 1, it's kind of like what that first officer experienced as they kind of apprehended Carmelo. No witness statements on page 2, but it says Carmelo did ask officers if Metcalf would be okay, and he asked if what he did could be considered self-defense. The main thing to notice on page 3 is not only was it confirmed to be raining, but it was raining heavily on and off again, which would be one of the 2 reasons that I gathered from this police report on why he might be going under their tent. All right, now we're on page 4 with some actual witness statements. As you can see here, it's a little different than what we had heard, right? It wasn't just a touch me and see what happens. It was like, touch me and see what happens. And then Metcalf touched him. So I don't know if that was a push, if it was a ha-ha touch or what. And then the witness says Carmelo said, punch me and see what happened. And then it says he was pushed and then he did what he did. Also to note, I mean, we can't ignore the fact that it says that Carmelo was friends with somebody from Memorial High School. Was that friend under the tent? I don't know, but it says he was friends with somebody from that school. This is more like the typical story we heard, but it does once again confirm that it was indeed raining. Pouring down raining. On to page 5. No witness statements on page 5, just more confirmation that it was indeed raining. And really no witness statements on page 6 either, but we do have a pretty long list of witnesses that are blanked out for privacy reasons, and I'm sure they'll all be questioned in court. And then on page 6, all we really know is that 2 high school coaches from another school actually witnessed the incident, so I'm sure they'll be questioned in court as well. Now on to the key detail that they potentially may have tried to remove from the internet. If you try to go to Austin Metcalf's player profile for his football stuff, the page has been removed. However, if you do a search on Google right now for Austin Metcalf weight, you'll see that the Google listing for his profile on that same website says that he was 225 pounds, making him a full 95 pounds more than Carmelo Anthony. Now, I was able to use a tool called the Wayback Machine by archive.org, and it basically gives you a historical look at any website or web page. And this one was actually on there, but the last update was from May 2024, almost a full year ago. But here's what it said. It says that Austin Metcalf, almost a full year ago, was 200 pounds. So big boy, big dude. He was also a middle linebacker, and he got a Linebacker of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year award. All right, so now that we've uncovered a few more facts, does this change anything for you? Do you think that Carmelo Anthony has a chance of winning this case as self-defense? Let me know in the comments.
My son wanted to be a bully today, and guess what? The boy beat the shit out of him. Bust him all in and shit. See, I'm a real parent. I don't condone that, so I'm gonna make you apologize to that boy tomorrow when you go back to school. We've been here for 3-4 hours. Cause he wanna fuck with people. I be telling him, you don't leave people alone. You don't know what nobody else got going on. Now look at you. Tore up in the hospital. I bet he won't mess with nobody no more.
Okay, so you have to understand that in bullying people, you are exposing yourself to all sorts of danger. Because when you cast the first stone and the second and maybe the third, you don't know what you're triggering in the person. You may be triggering their survival instinct. You may even be doing worse. You may trigger or awaken an entity, a protective entity that works with them. In many times, you have been caught on cameras. You're fighting somebody, you think you're fighting a little bitty guy. No, you are now battling the entity that works with them, that protect them, that gets activated once they feel threatened or in danger. People are not all the same. Leave people alone. So the rule of thumb of when somebody tells you stop, a lot of you don't. Don't talk to me. Enough. Stop. Respect my boundaries. Respect my space. Just leave me alone. They won't. They're right there on you. They will make you want to murder them. It's an American thing. Bullying, pushing buttons, disrespecting people, seeking to dehumanize them. The pushing button mentality is not us. These are not our ways. It's an American thing. It's not a black or white thing. It's an American thing. Americans love to bully. We love that. Look at our president. Oh my God. King Trump is taunting China. A lot of us with small businesses are not sleeping because the supply comes from China. So you see, even when we're in position of weakness, Americans, we taunt people. We push buttons. We will intimidate. We will talk shit. It's like we have to have the last word. Even when we're wrong, we do that all the time. We get on people's faces. Well, the bullies are daring fools because their audacity, their madness blinds them to really read people before they adventure. But my advice is just leave people alone. Don't break people's boundaries. When you're wrong, recognize you're wrong and back off. If you value your life, then you can value the life of the people around you. Bullies don't value their own lives, so they can't value yours. Some people would choose death or life in prison before going through abuse, humiliation, and dehumanization. Okay? Because some people can't leave after going through that. A lot of people take themselves out for this reason. So you can't gauge where anybody stands. That's why our parents say, leave people alone, respect people's boundary. So no matter how little he is, no matter how little he looked, You don't know who walks with him. You don't know the army of warriors who have vowed to his ancestors to watch over him. Never judge the book by the cover. And our kids in America love to do that. My people, times have changed. Teach your kids better ways.
I was the African booty scratcher, the stinky girl. I couldn't even be around African friends. Ooh, it smells like African in here. Oh my gosh, it's them in there. Can we talk about it though? Can we really talk about it? Can we have an honest conversation here without both sides getting frustrated? Because this is about healing. This is about evolving. This is going to be a 3 to 4 part series. First, I want to talk about my experience as an African growing up in the hood. Then I really want to genuinely talk about the pain on both sides. Because, honey, segregation is back. And I don't know if you can tell, but we all need each other. Okay? Y'all always ask, why do Africans and African Americans hate each other? As a black African immigrant from Kenya that moved to the United States, I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for my experience and a lot of other people that I have been around that have had the same exact experience. Okay? When we first moved over here to the United States, the government picked and chose what parts of the African culture they put in different parts of the neighborhoods. We got dropped off in the hood, near the projects, and with no help. As an immigrant child, you don't really understand the difference between African American and African. All you see when you come over there, you see another black person there. So what we do is we just gravitate towards the black people that we seen around us. And we quickly realized that we were completely different by just how we were treated, to be honest. And this is no hate towards any black American, because I love my black people, but I do have to share my experience, because at the end of the day, it is my experience and it does matter. When we first came, we didn't really have a lot of our Somali Bantu people. We were like one of the first people that came of our kind, and we didn't have a lot of people. So the people that we gravitated towards were the people that looked like us, which were black Americans. And when we came, we soon realized that they treated us very differently. They were laughing at us. I remember like going to the corner store, and my mom asked us to go to the corner store one time, me and my sister, to walk over there, and they were making monkey noises at us. Just basically just ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Like stuff like that. Like that really just irritated me so much. But mind you, I'm like, what's the difference between me and you? Like, you know, like what is the difference between me and you? Like we look the same. Like, yes, I'm an African Muslim and I wear a hijab, and maybe you don't, but besides that, we're the same skin color. So, and then not only that, but going to school was really the roughest, to be honest. And I'm not trying to paint this picture of black Americans being these angry people or like angry black woman, but the people that bullied me were only black Americans. And mind you, those are the only people I actually wanted to be around. I didn't want to be around anybody else but them. But the only people that ever bullied me were black Americans. Like, my name is Hawa, and it was, I used to hate my damn name, because I would be in the hallway, and as soon as they find out my name is Hawa, as soon as I go in the hallway, they go Hawawa, Hawawa, Hawawa. But most of us got dropped off in the same neighborhoods. We got made fun of by the food that we ate. We got made fun of by the music that we had. We also got made fun of the kind of attire that we had. And I feel like that could be a part of the reason why the stereotypical thing of why African Americans think that Africans don't like them is because when we moved from Africa, we had a tradition, we had a culture, we had everything. But when we moved to the United States, a lot of our kids honestly got bullied so much to the point where they literally did not want to have any sort of African accent in their voice. In their voice. They didn't even want to wear like any sort of African attire. Like when I was younger, I would wear all of like my African clothes, all of that, because I thought it was so cool. I would go to school and I would get made fun of. And walking down the hallway, people would make noises at me, tell me that I stink, call me African booty scratcher. And then when I had only African friends, as soon as I'm with a group of Africans, they would make noises at us. And when they make noises at us, I, as a young girl, then started to really hate being African. Really, really hate being African. So then I decided that I don't want to look African. Take the hijab off. Let's relax the hair. Okay? This attire, I don't want it. When I had on an African style dress or attire, I would go to the bus, change it up, put some pair of jeans on. When I'm coming back home, I'm going to change it and put on something else because I don't want to get picked on anymore. My tone of voice, my slang changed, so I sound like y'all. And I can't blame the kids because kids only know, there is no way that all those kids just collectively came together without parental voices and said, let's just pick on the Africans. It is what they're taught at home because it was a huge group of people. It did not even matter what school I went to. Every school that I went to was like that. The only school that I did not get bullied at was a predominantly white school. This conversation is long. I love my black people because I cannot say all African Americans, okay? I have met some very beautiful people. I have done my education on y'all. I appreciate you guys, but I do want to have a conversation of healing.
But we have to be responsible mothers and fathers. We can't continue raising bullies because ourselves, we are bullies. Yes, a lot of our people in America, they just certified bullies. They have to dehumanize you. They have to insult you. They have to mock you. They have to make you feel less than, to be tolerated around them. It's an American thing. It goes beyond race. But this message is for our people. We are not all the same. Someone tells you, leave me alone, don't touch me, means don't touch me. It doesn't mean go and cast spell on them. Some of you have lost everything, have lost lives, have lost health, messing with the wrong people in the spirit. Now that TikTok is here, they publish all kinds of crazy spells. You guys are indulging into that nonsense, getting hurt, wiping out your generations, enslaving your generations. You don't even know what you're up against. Can our people stop being foolish? The same way our prince stabbed Austin, who happens to be a white boy. He would have stabbed one of you because I know our kids don't do it. They keep talking. They keep pushing, just taunting. This is a new era. It's the era of justice. Everything that was hidden is coming to light. This is a bad time to be a bully. You need to teach your kids. No. I heard you bully such and such. You need to stop it. If you get a report from school saying that your kid has been bullying people, don't go to school and fight the teacher. Deal with that kid at home. Because good parenting is also equipping our children with the skills to safely, smoothly navigate through lives. And allowing them to grow up as bullies is not one of them. Even if they're a Goliath, they're going to mess around and meet a David on their path one day. So this goes for our people. You guys are not sent either. Now you can't dictate how, I taught you that on this channel. And it's valid for our son, Prince Carmelo Anthony. His opponent couldn't dictate how he would react after telling him not to touch him twice. And him being a much bigger boy. Our prince said, no, I won't take my chances, but I'm going to run away from here with my life. Among you are crown royals. Royal bloodlines are fearless. It's a fight to death. So in some cases, you may think that you may have gotten away, striking somebody on the street. But you haven't seen the counter-offensive that will come on the spiritual side. Before you know it, your life spirals down. You don't understand. You feel that you're being attacked left and right. Yes, Because that person you punched, that person you slapped, that person you destroyed the reputation of out of jealousy, that person has a team in the spirit realm defending them. And once that person's spirit team has made you a person of interest, that's it. You are on your own. You're going to face the music. Your children will face the music. And depending on the rank of the person you touch, it may be all your generations. Be careful out there. So even if physically you may get away with it, there will be consequences. Some bloodlines are eye for eye. And if you dare mess with the chosen one of that generation, and then your payback will be generational. No man is alike. Don't believe the lie they told us during slavery. Those of you antagonizing people, whether spiritually or physically, however you choose to do that, to engage your royal bloodline is to death. Many of you don't know who you are, but it doesn't mean that the spiritual laws that came with us cease to exist just because they made us slave. No, be wiser. Teach our children better ways. Teach our children respect. Teach our children love. Give them love. There's a lot of angry children out there. People are people. Don't touch me means don't touch me. Even if you think you can mess them up, don't touch them. Your individual freedom and liberty stop where that of your brother begin or where that of your neighbor begin. What do I mean by that? It means that you're no longer free when you're preventing your neighbor or your brother from being free. So there's a limit to everything. That's how we taught.
All right, guys, we got some updates. We got some updates in the Carmelo Anthony case. A bond hearing has been set. According to CBS, Carmelo Anthony will be in court for that bond hearing on April 14th at 9 a.m. in Collin County. Now, this is according to Collin County's database, according to CBS News. On top of that, the CEO of Give, Send, Go speaks out about the backlash that she's been receiving for people upset that she has not taken down the Give, Send, Go platform for the Anthony family due to the fact that he is considered a criminal, quote unquote.
So, of course, they're trying to raise funds for our prince, for his bail. We don't see the celebrities. They're all gone hiding. With all the black money, our son is still in custody. Maybe they would have preferred our son to be dead. If our son died, then they would have come and march and do all the noise they always do. Their brother need help. Maybe the celebrities would have preferred our son to die. Then they would have rushed and bring golden casket. They name him after a famous basketball player. To us Africans, when somebody name a child after you, it's a great honor. The white people, no matter how criminal their guy is, they will put the money together and meet the bail and let him out. Do you know why? Because their honor as a people is at stake. And I see that our people in America have lost every ounce of honor they had left. And it makes me cringe. We can't get our baby out with all these celebrities. These celebrities have already condemned our son. They're treating his case as if he's a convicted murderer already. They don't want to associate their brains with our son Anthony. But what they seem to forget is that the honor of all of us, black people in America, is at stake. What kind of respect even white people would give us if we don't value our own lives? When someone dies, we too quick trying to sue and get money. This is the life out there we need to save. Our son is still in custody because he hasn't met the $1 million bail. May our ancestors strengthen him and his family and see him through this, because he must be the first one to walk for defending himself. He must be. Okay, my people, let's close. Before I close, I would like to make something perfectly clear. The fact that I bring up the bullying in our people, it's not a condemnation on Carmelo Anthony. What we do on this channel is to heal. And like other group of people, we address our issues. We speak about them openly. The people of Africa in America are Africans. They were stolen from us And there's no distance or time that will make us forget ever who they are to us. So we stand as one in everything. We stand as one. Even when we fight each other, we are still one, okay? So those of you watching me from home, get involved. Pour libation to our ancestors on his behalf, our protectors on the continent. Pray for him, his ways. This is your son. His name is Carmelo Anthony, Frisco, Texas. He'll be in court on April 14 next week. So please, pour libation, give offerings, his ways for him. We are one. I don't care what our crazy say. We are one. These are the people our forefathers died for. If kings shed their blood trying to keep them home, they are that important. So we are one in this. Petition for the family, his ways, our protector. Do not sleep on him. So my beautiful people of Africa, you heard me? No more bullying. Do not condone bullying. Do not nurture a bully. Do not encourage a bully. Do not stay married to a bully. Do not have friends who are bullied. Do not tolerate any bully around you. Deal with them, okay? We gotta be our own people's teachers before somebody else makes that decision for us, okay? So my lovely people, peace in your homes, love in your hearts, and unity. Until next time.